If your gut and your sleep is not regulated, then the therapies, the longevity therapies, they're not gonna work as well. You have such dysregulation with sleep, which is so important, and gut, which is so important.
Your body is not prepared to heal itself. Everybody just wants to run to longevity. Like
they want the short play for longevity.
I learned about this other longevity clinic. I want to build one with nothing but just the equipment.
I feel like you should put this next to NASA.
Where is NASA?
I have no idea.
NASA's in space, isn't it?
No. Are you talking about, NASA sends satellites to space, but that's not where like our headquarters is. It's on Earth.
That's crazy.
Welcome to Balanced Conversations. Today in this episode, we are talking about what would you do scenarios, specifically in the wellness realm. So it should be pretty interesting, and we're going to use some real life situations and questions and give hopefully some valuable answers. So here we go.
Before we get into these scenarios, I'd love to talk about peptides, just kind of running through what we have to offer, because I don't think people really know the extent of our menu and what we have access to.
I like all peptides that work at the mitochondrial level. I think it's super important to make sure that your cells are prepped and charged. It truly does give you energy, but natural energy, cellular energy. And it also helps to, maintain weight. So if you're struggling with any weight, then it's a great peptide to do.
I really like tesamorelin. I really do think at the macrodose level, or the true appropriate dose, it is really effective at visceral fat loss. I do think it helps with sleep.
Well, it's not a peptide, but NAD, of course. Glutathione, also not a peptide, but absolutely excellent. KPV. I like that better than BPC for the gut.
I think they work synergistically together.
Yeah.
So I like them stacked.
We actually have a capsule that combines the two. But yeah, I think that for the gut's excellent. I would say Pentadeca Arginate over BPC 157 when we're talking injectable. I think it's superior as far as results timeline and then full results. GHKCU, the cream, the serum, injectable, even hair. That has great results.
Great for hair, great for skin. A little bit of a glowing effect with it.
TB500, TB400.
For ligament tendon repair.
During allergy season, thymosin alpha-1, excellent for helping with immunity, allergies, detoxification, SS3. I don't know. Yeah, there's so many. It's like apps. There's an app for that. There's a peptide for that. Okay. So, scenario, what would you do? So, if you woke up tomorrow with terrible skin, what would you do? And should we define terrible? What is that? Is that dehydrated? Is that
breakout?
Acne? Yeah. Let's say, breakout.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I have these little patches that you put over, and I'm assuming that it's just kind of like wicking out the oil and moisture, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I've used those before. I think they work pretty good. I also have benzoyl peroxide that I'll put on it as well if I have a breakout. And that's all I do. Is there something else I should be doing?
Well, so our red light bed, the skin setting will almost like overnight get rid of it.
Really? What about laser genesis?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that helps with acne.
Saunas help?
I feel like that could actually make it worse because then all the toxins are coming out through your skin. If you're having problems with your skin, do we really want to be like clogging the pores or having toxins come out through? the
Plus,
skin.
it's already inflamed, irritated. Yeah, it could make it worse. How about cold?
Oh yeah. So I mean that does constrict the blood vessels, and so yeah, that would help probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we aren't dermatologists, so these are just things that we would do. I mean, I do my ice mask anyway every morning, so yeah, probably. Okay.
So if somebody came to you with an unlimited budget for longevity, what would their protocol look like?
Well, we have some of those patients actually, but are we talking in general or our service offerings?
I guess both.
Well, we create at least a year long treatment roadmap and playbook. So longevity specifically. Well, so our playbook, we start with like, no matter what they are coming to us with, we try to have staples of what we do in each phase. So we start with gut, getting the gut healthy again. And then we also start with sleep and making sure the sleep quality is there. So that's going to be in phase one. Obviously, those both are going to help significantly with healthy aging and longevity. We can go ahead and throw in like a GHKCU in phase one, but these therapies, epitalin is going to be great too. But really, if your gut and your sleep is not regulated, then the therapies, if we go ahead and start those in phase one, they're not going to work as well. The longevity therapies, your body's not going to accept the therapy as well because you have such dysregulation with sleep, which is so important, and gut, which is so important. So we probably do epitalin, GHKCU, maybe some Moreland. I think especially as women age, growth hormone production decreases significantly. Growth hormone is incredibly important for all different types of systems in your body, hormones, all of that. So I think some Moreland would be an excellent one as well. What are yours?
Well, going back to what you said, so in phase one, it's also, you've got to lower stress because if you have that fight or flight, system on, then your body is not prepared to heal itself. Okay. It's going to be, I'm going to keep things really, really like simple because I know you always tell me to talk like that. And I also heard Ben Greenfield say this the other day. He was like, I need to be a better communicator. He's like, I always try to talk high level because I think that gives me authority or, validates what I'm saying. But the reality is you can effectively speak about something and it doesn't have to be super high level. So I'm now, now that my buddy Ben Greenfield has said it, I'm starting to adopt that theory, but you've always told me that. So I should have listened to you from the beginning.
Yeah, I was about to say, so someone else has to tell you it for you to do that. Yeah.
So detoxification is another one. So stress level down. You already talked about gut. You talked about sleep. And then detoxification. And we've got to get the toxin burden and that overload in your body because it's trying to work to, keep you safe.
So maybe glutathione, then antioxidant, master antioxidant,
binders,
prevents against or fights against free radicals. So that in phase one.
Yeah. And then also, I think labs, though, and a lot of people want to leave labs alone because they're somewhat, costly. But if we don't have that data, we really don't know how to targetedly aim at whatever the things are. We're just doing a general clearing of the systems, but there could be something much deeper that we really need to address. And usually we're able to find that out. And if our practitioners really think that we need to get to labs before we can move on to the next step, that's something that will be heavily emphasized. But yeah, so those four are the big bangers in phase one. And then now, you move to phase two, which are your systems throughout the body. And then once you address all of those, then phase three, that's when we get to longevity. So back to the question about what you would do for longevity. I mean, you've hit the big ones. I also think rapamycin is another medication that is a prescription drug. It's an immunosuppressant drug, which you got to be careful. And we have protocols around it, but it is shown to increase longevity. A lot of it is
metformin.
Yeah, metformin as well. A lot of these are investigational. I mean, they really haven't been FDA approved for these things, but there's enough evidence out now to show that it could potentially decrease all-cause mortality and, increase lifespan. And so those are never used until we are fully healthy, fully regulated. Our systems are firing at all cylinders, and we feel healthy enough that we can move to that last stage of longevity. Longevity medicine is everybody just wants to run to longevity. Like
they want the short play for longevity instead of the long play. I think any mitochondrial peptides are going to be important as well for longevity. But then even aside from peptides, we got to make sure that the hormones are regulated and doing what they're supposed to do, obviously, huge, and help the aging. Also, our modalities. So if they came to us with an unlimited budget for longevity, yes, the wellness plan with the wellness prescriptions phased appropriately, red light bed, hyperbaric, biocharger, those modalities. So the red light bed, I was just listening to an eye doctor talk about this today on a podcast. So he was talking about how, red light therapy has been known and studied recently to help with, what is it? Eye degeneration. What's
macular.
Macular. Mamma mia. Macular. However, it has to be the right kind of red light therapy. So, what's the length of the wave? Is it infrared, near infrared? All of these things are very important and matter. And so what he was saying was, should you just go and order some panels offline and not know the metrics behind it and then just stare at it? No, that can actually cause burns in the retina and in the eye. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to do that. So what you want to do is, obviously go to a clinic and know, is it infrared? Is it near infrared? You need to know all of the information behind it. But that's just for eye health. But, as we age, hearing and eyesight goes. It's one of the first things that starts to go. So I think keeping that healthy is absolutely necessary. And then the red light bed that we have has patented technology. It works at the mitochondrial level. So of course, that's going to help with aging and longevity. Our hyperbaric is hard shell. It's medical grade. We are the only ones in the Southeast that have this chamber. Highly effective because it's putting true oxygen back into your bloodstream so that everything is able to function properly. Your blood is healthier. The flow is better. Everything's
So
better.
From a longevity standpoint, there's actually studies out there. There's one really profound one that was I think it was 60 dives. I think I've talked about it before, but you do it 60 sessions, hour long, or it was maybe 90 minutes, and it significantly increased telomere length. Mm-hmm. And I think even Brian Johnson's done some studies himself, kind of the frontier of regenerative biohacking medicine. And he's shown that it increased his telomere length as well, which he was already doing everything and had all those metrics. And he was able to move the needle with the sessions, which I think is pretty amazing. So when we talk about longevity, definitely the modalities need to be part of the conversation. Another nutraceutical that I like is TA65. Mm-hmm. And it's, just another supplement to take that clears out senescent cells, hopefully increases and elongates telomeres. So you decrease the progression or aging of the cells by taking a simple nutraceutical.
Yeah, I take that.
Yeah, and you've already talked about GHKCU. I think those are the big hitters. Epitalon at kind of the macro dose too. So I did 5 milligrams a day for 10 days. But I think the dosage might even be closer to 10 milligrams for 10 days. Very, very expensive, but has been proven through, I think, a lot of Russian research to show that it elongates telomeres. And that's usually...
only done once a year.
You can do that.
Once or twice a year? You
can do that 2 or 3 times a year as a protocol, but that's a very, very expensive thing to do. And again, you're not getting to that in the very, very beginning. Even if you're coming for that, it's ill-advised. And I know our practitioners are not gonna go down that path with you until they know that you're completely healthy.
Right. What we would do is we would put together a comprehensive wellness treatment plan phased with different wellness prescriptions. We would have put together protocols for coming in for red light, hyperbaric, biocharger, PE, FM. If you do biocharger before red light, it significantly increases how well it works. So it kind of preps your cells to receive the red light therapy better. So yeah, those are the things that we would do. Make sure that hormones were correct. Get labs, absolutely, I would say, in a longevity patient. But yeah, there's lots of things, and all of those combined. And then we're also going more into the functional health arena, where we're guiding more than just the services and prescriptions that we offer, but we're guiding more on lifestyle tips and hacks and, sun, water, grounding, all of the things. You know way more about all this than me, but we're also helping to guide with that because that's just going to benefit our patient more. Most of these lifestyle tips are free anyway. And it doesn't hurt to do those. Even if you adopt 2 or 3 of those, it's only going to help a longevity protocol. So
Yeah, of course. If you had to build an ultimate wellness clinic with no budget, what would you include? Oh, I love talking about this stuff. I actually went on a deep dive the other day because I was looking at another clinic that does
in
this.
the hyperbaric chamber?
No, I wasn't doing the hyperbaric chamber. But I was watching a podcast. I learned about this other longevity clinic, and I have been looking for like this type of clinic, and I've always and I've been talking to you about this recently. I want to build one, like with nothing but just the equipment. I want to use technology and have it to where it's like fun, and you go in and it's like, you get to tap into all the different machines and maybe like a membership around it. Obviously, the capital equipment cost is going to be out of this world, but I saw a clinic that's got all this fun stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, that's my dream. But
yeah,
a couple other pieces of equipment that I found outside of that too that I want to add. But there's a machine called a HOCAT, and it is like PMF. It uses like effervescence, and so like essential oils. It does some kind of like vibrational frequency stuff. It uses ozone. I think it uses red light, infrared light. I mean, it is one machine that's doing all of these things at one time. What a biohack. That's what a hack is, right? So instead of going to all these different machines, you're able to do it, 45 minutes in one machine. Okay. Now, I don't know what the studies say, and I probably should research a little bit more, but is it appropriate to do that? Do you get the same benefit when you're trying to stack all these things in one machine, or is it better to do these individually?
That's exactly what I was just thinking. I was thinking, does it dilute each of the therapies when all put together in one?
I don't know.
Or is it all still just as effective?
I want to get a 2-person hyperbaric chamber that's got a TV in it.
Or a 4-person.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's a serious budget.
Yeah,
right. We're gonna let's get a 6-person. Let's get a 10-person. But that
do they have? I think that's just called a spaceship.
Yeah, it's a spaceship.
A submarine.
So, have you seen the Immortal?
No.
It's this like it has like a PMF and has ozone and maybe oxygen and red light therapy, and it's this glass bed, and it like drops down over the top of you and lowers. Super cool. I think it's like $150,000.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, that's not bad compared to how much most of these machines are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just throw it. Yeah, but
I mean, all of ours are more than that. Yeah.
We don't have a budget.
I feel like you should put this next to NASA.
Put it next to NASA?
Yeah, I feel like this is like exactly like you're almost like trying to turn people into like ability to go to outer space,
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Astronauts.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of people around NASA. Where is NASA?
I have no idea.
Isn't it in Cape Canaveral?
Cape Colonel? I don't think it's in Cape Colonel.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's down in Florida, I thought.
Are there multiple ones? What if there's not just one?
Yeah, and then, honestly, it's probably NASA's in space, isn't it?
No. Are you talking about, NASA sends satellites to space, but did you think that the NASA headquarters was in space?
Yeah, it's in space, right?
We have a space station, yeah. But that's not where like our headquarters is. It's on Earth.
That's crazy.
I mean, are you going to build your wellness clinic in space?
That'd be kind of cool. You know, Elon's going to do that though.
Well, why don't you call him? Partner with him.
Would you go to Mars?
No, it takes like 9 years to get there. I don't have 9 years to sit in a car.
It takes 9 years?
I don't even like sitting in a car for 9 hours. I'm not going to sit in a spaceship for 9 years unless you've got your Astro Wellness Clinic on it.
See, now we're getting somewhere.
Anyways, no, I wouldn't go to Mars. Would you?
It depends.
Maybe you could just make Mars on Earth and you could call the wellness clinic that you're talking about with all these things Mars.
That's not a bad idea. You always have the best ideas.
I know.
Mars.
That's why I'm your partner.
And then is it going to be like red floors that are like made of like sand or dust or something?
Yeah. It's like second Earth or whatever. And it'll be around. The whole facility is a perfect sphere.
Huh. And so does the sphere go underground?
No. It sits on top of the Earth.
Oh, it sits on top. It's elevated.
Yeah, did you think it was underground?
I thought half of it was.
No, that would be whatever half a sphere is. And then
Do you think that would be expensive to build?
we have an unlimited budget.
That's right.
And you can come in from the top of it. It's almost like you like sent down through a tube in the top. You could have zero gravity there.
Yeah.
Like when you go there with your kids to do your wellness stuff, you can just put them in the like a zero gravity playground.
No, so you drop down in the hole and then you're floating like you are in space.
Exactly.
And you have to like pull yourself down to like get in each spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that you've decided to, get to Mars faster, what if here's your tagline. What if Mars only took a 5-minute drive? So I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
See you in outer space.
See you at Mars.
And that's it for today. Hope that you enjoyed the conversations. Please, let us know if you have any questions, comments, any thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a balanced day.